Yes, sir. Hare Krishna. Prabhuji saying we'll start today's evening with standing kirtan. Everybody please stand.
Radha Madan Mohan, Radha Madan Mohan, Radhe. Radha Madan Mohan, Radha Madan Mohan, Radhe. Radha Madan Mohan Dev Ji ki Radha Govinda, Radha Govinda, Radhe. Radha गोपीनाथ देव जी की जगन्नाथ जय जगन्नाथ जय बलदेवा मयि सुभद्रा जगन्नाथ वसुंधरा की गौरनिताय जय गौरनिताय जय गौरनिताय जय गौरनिताय भगवान की once again गौरनिताय भगवान की नरसिंहदेव जय नरसिंहदेव जय नरसिंहदेव जय प्रहलाद भक्ति विनाश लक्ष्मी नरसिंह भगवान की प्रहलाद महाराज की प्रभुपदा जय प्रभुपदा जय प्रभुपदा शिला प्रभुपदा शिला प्रभुपाद की नीताय जय विष्णुपाद ब्रह्मचार्य स्तोत्र सगसमेत अभय चरणारविंद भक्तवृंद संस्कृत प्रभुपाद की जय विष्णुपाद ब्रह्मचार्य अष्टोत्तर सदविंग इस दिवन में श्रीमद् भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती गोस्वामी महाराज प्रभुपाद की जय विष्णुपाद ब्रह्मचार्य अष्टोत्तर सदविंग में श्रीमद् गौर किशोर दास प्रभुजी महाराज की जय सच्चिदानंद भक्तिवेदांत ठाकुर की जय वैष्णव सार्वभौम श्री जगन्नाथ दास प्रभुजी महाराज की जय अनंत कोटि वैष्णववृंद की जय नमाचार्य श्री हरिदास ठाकुर की जय प्रेम से कहो जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्री गौर भक्तवृंद की जय श्री राधा मदन मोहन गोप गोपीनाथ श्याम कुंड राधा कुंड गोवर्धन की जय गिरिराज गोवर्धन की जय श्री भट्ट रघुनाथ श्री जीव गोपाल भट्ट दास रघुनाथ षडगोर स्वामी प्रभुगण की ब्रजभूमि वृंदावन धाम की मायापुर नाथ धाम की पुरुषोत्तम क्षेत्र जगन्नाथ धाम की कृष्ण प्रदान कुसुमरानी की गंगे में यमुना की भक्ति कुमार लक्ष्मी नरसिंह भगवान की राधा मदन मोहन जी की मेघनाथ बोस्तुर की गौरिता भगवान की चित्र भगवान की कार्तिक मास व्रत की मदर ऑफ द यूनिवर्स गॉड्स ऑफ डिवोशन श्रीमद् राधा रानी की राधा रानी की राधा रानी की निताय गौर हरि प्रेमानंदे ऑल ग्लोरीज टू सिमरन ऑल ग्लोरीज टू सिमरन ऑल ग्लोरीज टू सिमरन ऑल ग्लोरीज श्री गुरु श्री गौराज भगवान की
Prabhuji. थोड़ा पीछे और कट Barangay level. Right. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Will everybody settle down, please? Hare Krishna. Prabhuji, Mataji, please settle down. Maybe Prabhuji can come a little in the front. Yes. Right. కొంచెం ముందుకు రండి అందరూ. హరే కృష్ణ.
Prabhuji, आपको कनेक्ट है ना? ये
Projection mode is create a program. Come out of projection. Projection mode is fighting.
CC only.
PPT projection mode on that.
Except this లేదు కేబుల్ ప్రాబ్లం లూజ్ కనెక్షన్
source detect technology.
Hare Krishna.
Hare
don't touch this don't touch this one.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna.
Krishna Krishna.
Hare Hare.
Hare Hare.
Hare Ram.
Hare Ram.
Hare Ram.
Hare Ram.
Ram Ram.
Ram Ram.
Hare Hare.
Hare Hare.
So in 2008, if I remember it right, my Shiksha Guru who introduced me to Krishna consciousness, Srinivas Acharya Prabhu, took me to New Jersey. And there was a program in Tobacco Temple. There's a place called Tobacco. There is a temple, ISKCON temple. There Prabhuji went, my Shiksha Guru was there, he went and paid obeisance to his great Yugal Kishore Prabhu. It was the first time I saw Yugal Kishore Prabhu. And then he introduced who is Yugal Kishore Prabhu. So one of the things that he told in the introduction, which I can never forget, he said, Yugal Kishore Prabhu has done everything for us, everything that is needed to bring us to Krishna. He and Balgoy Prabhu were together, in the same Sangha when Prabhuji was conducting the session. So Prabhuji relocated to America, close to 3 decades now, 30 plus years, and Prabhuji has been preaching, traveling tirelessly. And one of the things that he told me is, Prabhuji used to travel 9 hours to give a 2-hour class. 9 hours. And then go back 9 hours. That's what I heard. Now you talk about devotee care. Right? So this is devotee care. With this care and compassion and love, he brought so many families close to Krishna. Prabhuji served in New Vrindavan temple for a long time. And then Prabhuji served, now Prabhuji is serving in Detroit. He opened a new temple in Michigan. And Prabhuji is the, part of the GBC team, heading the ISKCON in the eastern part of America and many other places. And Prabhuji is instrumental in bringing so many families to Krishna consciousness just with this compassion and determination that we have to spread Krishna consciousness. And if we are here, standing here today, we are sitting here, this hall has come, our satsang is there, the root started somewhere there with Prabhuji. We can never forget our roots. We can never forget our roots. And Prabhuji, today when I took Prabhuji to our new land that we got, ISKCON Cyberabad, I was feeling so much. Prabhuji is the one who started that day. With his car, I don't know how many hours and hours he was driving to give Krishna consciousness. And today that same mercy has come all the way to here, and it is appearing in the form of a beautiful 2-acre plus land, and Bhavya Mandir is going to come in Hyderabad also. And so many other projects around America in many cities like Delaware, New Jersey, New York, many places, including the central part of America like Texas, and many Houston, San Jose. There are many families that Prabhuji has inspired with this lot of hard work. Prabhupada has worked so much hard for all of us, and same Prabhupada's mood Prabhuji carries, and he expresses his compassion by being there. Even now you can see how he made all of us dance, right? Made sure that we are experiencing the mercy of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and how Prabhuji is going to give a class. I tell you something, Prabhuji speaks from his heart, so keep your hearts open. Because the message is directly going to go in. And how many have heard today morning's Bhagavatam class? Only few of you. I sent a message, please hear at least before, that you can decide before what. But please hear it, because only by hearing we get more and more mercy. There is no other way. And today I have requested Prabhuji to pour out whatever he can give for us, like he has always been doing. So let us welcome his grace, Yugal Kishore Prabhu, with 3 loud and enthusiastic. Prabhuji's elder brother is also here, Yugal Prabhu. And Prabhuji's mother is also here today. There is Prabhuji's mother there sitting. So let us welcome them also with 3 loud and enthusiastic Haribol. Some are yet to come, but we'll start the class because we don't want to miss any more time from Prabhuji. Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, all over to you.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
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 Jnanam Jnanam Shalakaya Chakshuramritam Yena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha. Sri Chaitanya Manavishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupadharamaniam Narayeshwaram Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Radha Shri Guru Vaishnavascha Shri Rupam Sagarayatam Sagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Dev Shri Radha Krishna Pada Sagaralita Shri Shakaram He Krishna Krishna Sindho Gila Bando Jagate Yogeshwara Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namaste Tattva Gauragi Radhe Vrindaveshwari Shavanu Sute Devi Pranamami Harikir Vanchakalmadam Vishwarpa Sindhu Devacha Padidana Pavane Vyoshana Devyo Namo Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Radha Shri Sasani Gaurava
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Achalam Pamaganam Vigrit Vitripa Kamanda Shidram Vitam Parmanam Namata Sajidam नमो विष्णुपदाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय लक्ष्मीपते भक्तिवेदांत स्वामी नाम नमस्ते सरस्वती देवी भगवान प्रचार मेरी श्रेष्ठ ज्ञान पुष्पांजलि very honored and grateful to be with you all today. And I come once a year. And so, actually I told Leela and Prabhu, today, actually I want to speak about Radha Tattva. This is a lecture I gave on Radhashtami. Because the one reason I have chosen this is from Kanyakumari to Kashmir, so many people worship Krishna. But we also worship Krishna. What is the difference? The difference is we don't worship just Krishna, we worship Radha and Krishna. Very important. If you go to Vrindavan, you have 5,000 temples. And they have different sampradayas. We approach Radha Krishna through Lord Chaitanya. The combination of Radha Krishna is Lord Chaitanya. Our Krishna Bhakti is through Lord Chaitanya, and we follow the process given by Lord Chaitanya. Honestly speaking, it is very difficult to understand and fathom the love of Radharani. You can understand the love for Krishna's love for his cows. You can understand Krishna's love for his friends and servants. You can even understand Krishna's love for Yashoda and Nanda Maharaj. To understand the love, Krishna's love for gopis and Radharani, we need a qualification. Everyone wants to get into IIT, but many people don't. So likewise, we may have our aspirations, but we need a qualification. Many people do not know. Yesterday, I was going to the devotees' home. They were actually there on the way. We had a traffic jam. So I thought, why? But of course, anything can happen in India at any time. You know, when car goes like 40 kilometers an hour, it's a surprise. And it goes only 10 miles an hour, 10 kilometers an hour like a Belgadi. You know, it's not a surprise. But it was, we were waiting like anything. So what happened? They're opening a temple, so that's why there's a traffic jam. India means anything can happen at any time. So when they eventually passed through the new temple that was being opened yesterday, I was thinking, what is the goal of temple? What's the goal behind going to temple? What's the goal behind spirituality? There is a famous statement by Jesus Christ. Become hot or totally cold, but don't be lukewarm. I don't know how many of you understood. You know what it means? Those of you who didn't understand? Now we are into the path of spirituality, bhakti. Hey, this is real. This is right. I am not the body, I am a spirit soul. I am stuck in the cycle of birth and death. Number 8. What is number 8? Infinity. So, I don't know what I will become next life. A cat, dog, beast, bird, reptile, or a crocodile. One day I made a statement to the students of Toledo. You are all million times more fortunate than Elon Musk. You know? Many students, they can't even see Elon Musk. They said, how? Elon Musk, he had some good karma. How many of you don't know Elon Musk? Don't know. Purity books. Good that you don't know. One of the richest men on the planet. He has some good karma. He has a lot of money. But once the good karma ends, he has no idea where he will become. Where he will go and what he will become. But you are all sincerely chanting, following the Bhakti process given by Lord Chaitanya. Your progress is like this only, ascending only. You will be going through Bhulok, Bhulok, Sulok, Mahalok, Janalok, Tapolok, Satilok. Ladies and gentlemen, whether we know it or not, we are all in the airport. Where are we? Good. Some people, they board a domestic flight, end of the month. Means, next flight they may take birth in Uttar Pradesh. Or they may take birth in Kerala. Some people, they take international flights. They may take birth in Dubai, Europe, or even America. Some people take extraterrestrial flights. Means they will go to heavenly planets. Some people take subterranean flights. Means they go to lower regions, hellish regions. Those fortunate people, they take transcendental flight. They don't need to take this flight again, material flight. They'll go back to Godhead. Whether anyone believes or not, we are all in the airport. That's what I told myself. You're all much, rather than taking a name, I can tell you, you're all more fortunate than any karmi materialist. Can I give you an example? Only to strengthen your faith. John F. Kennedy was the last president that Americans loved most. John F. Kennedy really was loved by Americans in big numbers. Very capable president, and actually very beautiful wife he had, Jacqueline Kennedy. Then one day, John F. Kennedy went to Texas, Dallas. John F. Kennedy was sitting in the front of the car, in the front seat of the car. It's a convertible, means topless car. And behind him was his wife, Jacqueline Kennedy. Next to her is the wife of the vice president. Next to her is the vice president. And she said to Kennedy, who was sitting next to her, in the front seat, Mr. President, who in the world can say people of Texas won't love you? Texas is actually a Republican state. And John F. Kennedy was a Democratic president. See how many people are standing on the road, this side and this side, holding American flags, waiting for you. And John F. Kennedy noted, those are the last words he heard. Exactly 5 seconds later, John F. Kennedy's wife, on her hand, on her lap, a portion of his skull fell on her lap. Many times I thought it was a culture shock for her for the rest of the life. She must have gone into depression. She was holding that skull. Somebody shot him from distance. Half of the skull flew and fell on her lap. She was scolding. You know, you have a wonderful relation with your husband who was the president of the world, President of America. That's it. So the moment good karma ends, your money, your bank account, your relationships, your positions and positions, you are totally disconnected, never to meet again. However, people don't understand this. There is a verse in Bhagavatam. The clouds, they don't understand the power of the wind. One day clouds come to celebrate a party. Then my relative A, relative B, relative C, all the clouds come. But today actually it's like dense clouds in the sky. But the way clouds don't know the power of the wind, a materialist who is trying to enjoy this world doesn't know the power of time. And even 2-3 days time is there, still he tries to enjoy. There's a famous cinema star, I'm sure you all know. If you want, I can tell his name also. Telugu cinema star. He had 2-3 decades of, maybe more than 3 decades of history. Very successful Telugu cinema star. But one has to become old eventually. So with all the money he earned for the decades of acting, he purchased so many properties in Chennai, Madras. One gentleman told me, once he retired, he would get into his car in the morning, he would go on to see the first property, second property, third property, and you talk to them over you. By the time you would see the last property, it's already evening. His heart is filled with joy. I am the owner of all these. It is 17 years since he passed away. How many years?
17.
Who owns the properties? In Bhagavatam there is a chapter called Bhumi Gita. What is it called? She makes a statement. You know? I have seen so many kings. They become kings. They try to control me. They try to rule over the other kings, other lands, not knowing their presence in this world is numbered. She says, very interesting, nobody understands this. Vayuriva Ghanavali, the way clouds don't understand the power of wind, the metalist cannot understand the power of time. The way John F. Kennedy was ripped off from everything that he feels he owned. He felt he owned. It was all ripped off in 1 second. But today, month of Kartik, you made a choice to come here. You made a choice to come here. What is the advantage? The advantage, what is the benefit? Benefit is Swalpam apesha dharmasya Raitim bharto. The speaker should have a government, that's a message. So, 2.40 is the verse that has given me a lot of strength to continue in Krishna consciousness. A day will come because of our wrong things. Nature says, you are going to take the body of a beast or a bird or a reptile. Krishna says, no. This person, 2025, month of Kartik, Sunday, he came and attended only one class, one kirtan. There is prasad at the end. So he attended prasad also. It's a bank account. It has never lost. It's a bank account. It's never lost. For the rest of the eternity, Or those of you sincere, serious devotees, you have accumulated in your Bhakti account 20%, 30%. That next life, either you will go back to Godhead or you will continue from 31%. Arjun says, I have four or five wives. I'm a politician, I'm a warrior. If I give time here, I lose the time there. I don't have sufficient time to invest here. I don't have sufficient time to take care of my family and political affairs. Krishna says, no problem. Suchina, Srimatangehe, Yoga Prashtu Vijayate. You will take birth in the next life. Whatever little you do, you have done a very intense bhakti in previous life. You will take birth in a devotee family, Suchina. Or you have taken, your bhakti was not so great in the previous life. You will take birth in a Srimatangehe, in a rich family. Life is not a struggle. You have everything arranged by Krishna. One day you go to college, you will hear the kirtan. None of your friends are attracted, but you are attracted. You will resume from where you left off. Arjuna, a person who has done something positive, is never overcome with evil. Swalpa, Telugu word actually, Kannada word, Sanskrit word, little. But what if you do sincerely? What is our hope? Our hope is this verse. Vakiyam stanakala kutam chigam sayapaya tapya sadvi lebegatinta trivichitam tatomyam kama dayalum saranam dajema. Uddhava is telling to in the conversation, Maitreya, Vidura. He's telling Vidura, Krishna was hardly 6-7 days old. When enemy comes and tells you, I'm enemy is honest. But Putana disguised herself as a Sadhvi, She disguised herself as a great noble lady. Baki means sister of Bakasura. But she's made her breast with a poison that can kill 100 people in one shot. But Krishna thought, she's coming to breastfeed me. So she's acting as a mother, let me give her a position as a mother. Wow. If Putana got the position of a nurse equal to the position of Yashoda, they're all sincerely trying to chant. We don't have any ulterior motives. Why Krishna doesn't? But sometimes you say, no, Krishna doesn't. Krishna is Dwapar Yuga. Lord Chaitanya is a Kali Yuga. Kali Yuga, Radha Krishna Pranayakrata Rahlada Nishaktrasmat Yekatnana Api Gupura Deha Vita Gatoto Sri Chaitanya Akya Predavadana Tadem Chakimaptam Radha Bhavasuritam Nami Krishna Swarupam. Sri Krishna Chaitanya Radha Krishna Nahi Anya. So when Radha and Krishna they are separate, they are Radha and Krishna. When they are united, it is a Lord Chaitanya. So, ladies and gentlemen, you have one advocate with you. Who is that? Radharani. Our GBC Mother Monica told me, when you are doing something wonderful, Radharani pulls the shirt of Krishna and says, hey, he is doing very wonderful things for you. Give your mercy. So, but together they became one. There is Lord Chaitanya, magnanimous. Namo Mahavadanyaya, most magnanimous. Today that is session, little lengthy, but bear with me. Right? So, this session is all about understanding what we are trying to aim at. Sometimes we take things for granted. In the beginning I said, actually I spoke the same thing. I'll have to give some introduction. Can I take 5 minutes? How long you can wait today? Not like that. Okay. Actually, no, because I don't come so often. So let me give you some introduction. Actually I'm speaking on, I'm trying to speak. I am my most fallen condition, so I need all of your blessings actually. Sanak, Sanandan, Sanatan, Sanat Kumar, Naishtik brahmacharis, they never uttered the name of Radharani, thinking themselves very unqualified. How can we even pronounce the name of Radharani? We don't have that purity to take her name on our tongue. Now listen carefully. Bhakti is 3 types. How many? 3 types. Sadhana Bhakti, Bhava Bhakti, Prema Bhakti. Everyone. Sadhana Bhakti is 2 types. Everyone. Vaidhi Sadhana Bhakti. Second one, Raganaga Sadhana Bhakti. So let me give an example. What is Vaidhi Sadhana Bhakti? Vaidhi Sadhana Bhakti means you are intellectually convinced this is very good for me. Your mind is not with you. You are intellectually convinced this is good for me. But when it comes to gulab jamun, there is no question of intellectual. Should I eat or not? There is no question. I'm not agreeing. Somebody brings a gulab jamun. Mind says eat. Intelligence says no. Mind says no. Intelligence says yes. So after 15 minutes they come, hey, why are you not eating? सोच रहा हूँ मैं, खाऊं नहीं खाऊं. Do you think like that? Gulab jamun, what else you like? Not samosa. But Mangalarti? Tomorrow morning 5 o'clock Mangalarti. Will you think yes or no? जाऊं नहीं जाऊं. I'm not agree. When it comes to Mangalarti, you think 10 times. 6:30 I have to drop you into the school, and I have to drop Mataji at here. Krishna is in my home also. Let me chant the songs here once. So Mangalarti means only once a year Janmashtami only. For you to attend Mangalarti, Krishna has to wait another Janmashtami. But when it comes to gulab jamun, you have an attraction. Where are you, my gulab jamun? You can write songs also. मेरे सपनों की. So we have attraction for gulab jamun, but we don't have attraction. Actually, if you have attraction for gulab jamun prasad, that's also Raga Bhakti actually. So when it comes to Mangalarti, Kartik month, everyone is chanting 64 rounds. What will you do? Intelligence says do it, mind says forget about it. If you really ask me, instead of 3 times, eat 4 times, I'm okay. But not 64. So anyway, the topic is big. If you are intellectually convinced, right, but your mind is resisting back and forth, it's called Vaidhi. What's it called? Vaidhi. Now we are jumping into the session. Ladies and gentlemen, that is the bhakti we are practicing. Our goal will be Vaikuntha only. Lakshmi Narayana. Or Dwarka only. That's it, maximum. But there is another place that is called Golok Vrindavan. Vrindavan Braja Bhakti. You need to have a attachment. Raga. The way you put a needle before the magnet, pure needle, it is attached. Likewise, some very selective people who are in Shanta, Dasha, Sakya, Vatsalya, Mathurya, those people who have developed, practiced Raga Bhakti, they have immense attraction. They are not worshipping Krishna because he is Supreme Personality of Godhead. They are worshipping Krishna because they have a attraction for Krishna. Lord Chaitanya came to give Tattva Bhakti. Krishna is present in so many temples also, all over the world now. But what is the unique thing about our process? We practice the Bhakti. What is our destination? So, it needs a qualification. The next one is Bhava Bhakti. Rupa Goswami is the Acharya who wrote Nectar of Devotion. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu spoke for 10 days, on the Dashashwamedh Ghat, actually in Prayag. He instructed Rupa Goswami about the culture of Bhakti and he told him to write books. That's why he wrote Nectar of Instruction, Nectar of Devotion, all the books. And he instructed Sanatana Goswami for 2 months in Varanasi. Then he wrote Hari Bhakti Vilas, Prabhupada, other books. Why I am telling is Bhava Bhakti and next one is Prema Bhakti. A Vaidhi Sadhaka, when he attains Prema, he will go to Dwarka maximum. But a Raganaga Sadhaka, a Ragatmika Sadhaka, that's the word actually, exact word is Ragatmika Bhakti. Further you need to follow one person in Vraj. So where are the roads splitting? How many of you read me so far? So the roads are splitting somewhere. Where? At the Nishta stage. Everyone? So, Atau Shraddha, Sadhu Sangha, Bhajana Kriya, Anandana up to Vaidhi Sadhaka and Raganaga Sadhaka goes in the same line. But the moment Nishta comes, that's where the roads split up. So, after that is Ruchi, Asakti, Bhava, Prema. And this guy will go this side. And a Ragatmika devotee will go this side. And he also has Asakti, Ruchi, Asakti, Bhava, Prema. And the Prabhu says, if you attain Ruchi, some of us are only 2 steps away. What are 2 steps? If you are in another devotee, Nishta and Ruchi. One day I asked one devotee in New York City, Prabhu, which stage of Bhakti you are in? I have been practicing for 40 years now. I think I am on Nishta stage. What is the next step of Nishta? Ruchi. And the Prabhu says a person who has attained a state of Ruchi is a Mahabhagavad devotee. There are 3 Mahabhagavad devotees. Who? 3. Nityasiddha, Prabhupada. Prabhupada came from spiritual world directly. The second one is he comes to this world, takes initiation, continues the process. Eventually he will become a sadhaka, sadhana siddha. He will attain Bhava and Prema. Maharaj Bharat, because of whom India got the name Bharat, he attained Bhava. You would see Vasudev, but Maya came in the form of a deer and he was captured. So what is the goal of Bhakti? Become free from Maya and awaken the love of God. Rest are all temporary. How many of you get this so far? So the moment you attain Prema, then Maya cannot capture you. Now the roads are split up. So third, who's the first one is Nityasiddha, Maya cannot even touch them. Second one, Sadhana Siddha. Third one is a person who has attained Ruchi. Person who has attained Ruchi. Then Ainda Prabhu says, you say, hey, he still has impurities. Of course he has impurities, but very soon he will become free from that. You should consider that person as Mahabhagavad devotee. Why I told this is to encourage you. If you are in second year engineering, in 2 years you will graduate, you will get a job and you will start clearing the loan. The problem with Bhakti, you don't know how long it will take. How many agree? I have journeyed 10 years, 20 years. Ladies and gentlemen, only 2 steps you have to cross. If you are already in Nishta, next stage. Method. redoubled enthusiasm. Continue your 16 rounds. First of all, from here you made the progress here. That is eternal. It cannot be destroyed. You are understanding or not? You have chanted 16 rounds for 10 years. Nobody can take that bhakti account from you for the rest of the eternity. Maya cannot take. Maya can cover for some time. Like sometimes you forget the password. Likewise she covers, but she cannot take it from you. Nobody can take it from you. So my request, please continue. Now, this is our introduction to my session today. Ready? So, the roads are split up. This side, Vaidhi Sadhaka, this side, Radha Sadhaka. Radha, Anuga means follower. If you want to go to Vrindavan, actually I was telling him, we went to, I was telling brother actually. One time, Kali Yuga was in beginning, the Bhakti Devi had two sons, Jnana and Vairagya. Because nobody was practicing. There's so much of adharma, Kali is spread like anything. So Bhakti Devi became very weak and her children, they were on the verge of death. Who? Jnana and Vairagya. All the holy place lost the potency. But Bhakti Devi was looking for a shelter. Bhakti Devi took her anemic children, Jnana and Vairagya, to Vrindavan. Once they went to Vrindavan, then they inhaled the fresh air of Bhaji Bhakti. Immediately, Jnana and Vairagya, they were restored. Bhakti Devi got full strength. Haribo. Bhaji Bhakti means you, Krishna, you go like this. Source of this microphone is plastic. Source of plastic is earth. Source of earth is universe. Likewise, you go like this, one point will come. That point doesn't have the cause, but there is a cause for everything. There is a highest point. What is that point? Krishna. Krishna is the source of everything, cause of all causes. Anadranadra Govinda, Sarakarana Karanam. Likewise, Krishna is the everything. This side, you go like this, Again, I am giving some introduction. There are three types of devotees in here. I told this on Friday, but I am repeating it. Many people are new here. Can I repeat?
Yes, very good.
Sadharana Rati, Samanjasa Rati, Samartha Rati. Sadharana Rati means you want to practice bhakti for your enjoyment. You are chanting. What's your goal? Class is going on, but when is the prasad? Actually, in our church in America, many people know where prasad is. Nowadays, they are direct coming upstairs going to prasad only. And I want to see Krishna in the form of prasad. Why to see Krishna? So Kirtan, let me enjoy. For them, everything is enjoyment only. That is sadhana. Samanjasarati means you want to do service and you want to enjoy also. I was telling some people who attend the yatra. Example for sadhana rati is Kupcha. She wants to enjoy Krishna. That's why Bhagavatam 1 says Kama Praya. But you go like this. Samartharati means the queens of Dwaraka. In Lakshmi's also. Of Lakshmi's of Vaikuntha. But you go further. Samartharati. What is that? Samartharati. You go like this, and the next point is gopis will come. They don't want to enjoy it at all. They have a singular objective to please Krishna, but they have a zero desire to enjoy. That is gopis. There also, to go further, Manjaris, Sakis, Sakis, Radharani. The way it is with the point, final point ends with Krishna, the love for Krishna ends with the Radharani. There is nobody above that. There is nobody above. That point is, you go to Prabhupada and say, Prabhupada, you are a pure devotee. Prabhupada says, my guru is better than me. Saraswati Thakur. You go to Saraswati Thakur, my guru is better. Likewise, finally, you go to whom? But of course, out of humility, Radharani says, Govardhan is better than me. Radharani says that. So now, our session starts. Interesting? So, ladies and gentlemen, not only we are learning this first time maybe, but our Sampradaya Acharya, who is that? Brahma. Who is that? Actually, in the lineage came Madhva, but originated from and during Brahma Vimohan Leela, when Brahma stole the cows, Brahma came and said, my Lord, please forgive me. Brahma, what he did, he stole the cows. He stole the cows and calves and boys. But Brahma knew he's playing with fire. Immediately, one moment later, he turned like this. Hey, what is Krishna doing? But for him, one moment, Krishna, 1 year. Krishna is playing nicely. Krishna is playing nicely. And you look at this side, they are sleeping. You look at this side, they are playing. This side sleeping. Hey, they are original, these are duplicate. Or these are original, they are duplicate. They are both original, I am duplicate. So Brahma was created, Brahma came out from the navel of Vishnu. Brahma's body was made up of intelligence. His body is not material. What is Panchabhutas? But Brahma starts with Kyam. He was overcome by illusion. Who am I? Why am I here? What is my position? He tried to create, he challenged, he tried to create trouble to Krishna, but he was in trouble. Then Krishna revealed. When Krishna revealed, these are all 400 Vishnus. The one you have, then Krishna revealed first time Golok Vrindavan. Brahma did not even know about the place. And Brahma asked for forgiveness. And Brahma said, my Lord, please give me entrance into Vraj. Give me entrance into Vraj. I don't have that Vrajalob. That's why I don't even know that. कृपा करके वो व्रजलोक दीजिए. Krishna said, alright. That's why Brahma became, the 4 heads of Brahma became 4 heads of Darsana. Dangad, Mangad, Bhangad and Vilasagad. He is present in the form of a mountain, but there is no loving, there is no activity. That's why Deyam Sada Parivapinam Vishtadoham Tirthaspadam Siva Virichi Nutam Saranyam. Virichi means what? Brahma. What Brahma is looking for? Brahma is not looking for a job in Infosys or Microsoft. Or Brahma is not looking for a green card or citizenship of America. What Brahma is looking for? A Krishna Prema. He is trying to gain entrance into Raj. I want to take part in Rasa dance. So Brahma was happy with the position of being a mountain in a Raj. There is another person trying to gain entrance into blessed dance is a Lakshmi. There is a place called Belavan in Vrindavan. In Belavan, if you go there, the prasad is khichdi. What is the prasad? They don't give rasgulla gulab jamun. Why? Lakshmi ji is doing tapasya to gain entrance into the rasa dance. Krishna said, if you want to take part in that, you should follow, you should have a raga anuga. You should follow the footsteps of Gopi. You should know how to make cow dung patties, how to milk the cows. Lakshmi ji, everyone worships her. You know? Whether people worship Narayana or not, everyone worships Lakshmi. She said, though she has Rajalob, because she was not willing to follow the footsteps, still she has not gained entrance into rasa dance. So gopis, what they did, they told her, you can see rasa dance. From Belavan she can see Sevakunj. Still she is doing tapasya. There is one more person. He came to Braj, could not stay in Braj. Who was the second person? Akrura. He is famous as a person for offering prayers, Vandanam. Akrura still, because though he has Vrajalob, because he did not express the desire to follow the footsteps of Vrajavasis, Akrura could not stay in Braj. Should I continue or not?
Yes.
Interesting or not?
Yes.
There is one more person I did not show. That is Lord Shiva, but is coming. This example was told by one of our devotees. Very nicely told. Kaliya, Krishna was dancing in Kaliya. I have a question for all of you. Let us see who will answer. Krishna removed the poison of Kaliya because his wives were devotees. Krishna forgave Kaliya, right? Why? His wives are devotees. Krishna told Kaliya, you leave this place. You cannot stay here. Why? When movie ends, villain is reformed, villain will continue to stay with hero. So, why Kaliya? For so many years I felt, because Kaliya means cruelty to envy. I gave classes today, there also I told like that. Rajya is specific mode. How many of you want to know why Krishna, even though Krishna purified Kaliya by his touch, why Krishna asked him to leave? Anugrahanishva Bhagavan Pranam Sthiti Pannaga Strinam Nasadu Swachyanam Pati Prana Pradiyata. Oh Supreme Lord, please be merciful. Nagapatris are telling, it is proper for the saintly to feel compassion for women like us. This serpent is about to give up his life. Please give us back our husband, who is our life and the soul. He हमारा पत्नी है, you know, he is our life and soul. Krishna said, really? Thank you. What is Gachibowli? Krishna should be the life and soul. How many have understood? They are devotees. But what they are telling? My husband is our life and soul. Perfect. But you practice Bhakti outside. This is not Gachibowli. How many have understood? It is not easy to gain entrance into Vraj. The moment they said this, immediately Krishna got down from the hoods of Kaliya. Immediately stepped down. Thank you very much. He's already reformed. Garuda will not even say anything because my footsteps are there. But you practice your bhakti outside. Go to Philippines. Where? That's where Kalia lives. When the Srila Prabhupada was coming from Australia, his flight developed a technical snag. Immediately landed near Philippines. Prabhupada was in the airport. Krishna's arrangement. You have no idea why. Sometimes why you are chosen. Krishna gives a lot of access to you. Lot of mercy. If you don't use it, you have to wait sometimes lifetimes. This one devotee, he was also a big man waiting in the airport. By his good fortune, he has been praying, I want to reveal my Guru, reveal my Guru. And a Guru came and sat next to you. They not next to you, but same launch. The moment he saw Prabhupada, his good fortune, he went to Prabhupada. Guru Maharaj, please accept me. Prabhupada initiated him. So where are you from? Philippines. Start a temple. Kalia lives very close to your place. So in Philippines there's a place, there was a temple named Kali Krishna. So the devotee, see, you need 1 second to get Guru's mercy. Or it takes like it is not easy to get Vraja Bhakti. How many of you are with me so far? And what is Vraj? Ashamaho charanarena jushamaham syam vrindavane kimapi gulma lashodani latoshatinam yadushchajam swajaramarya patinchahitva. So Uddhava, Krishna eats with Uddhava, Krishna jokes with Uddhava. Everyone in Dwarka knew. Who is the dearmost devotee of Krishna? Uddhava. Disciple of Brahaspati, knows the Shastra perfectly well. But that Uddhava one day went to Vrindavan. When Uddhava went to Vrindavan, he saw Krishna's friends. Then he went and saw Yashoda and Nanda Maharaj. Yashoda, the moment she saw from distance the same chariot. This is the chariot where my son went a couple of years ago. Then Krishna, to make Brajavasis believe he is my representative, Krishna gave the same clothes to Uddhava. Uddhava looks like Krishna from distance. On the top he is wearing the same clothes. The moment Yashoda saw Uddhava from distance, oh my son came back. That mere thought brought milk from her body. But Yashoda can recognize Krishna after a million years in 1 second. When he came closer, she saw him. He is wearing my son's clothes, but he is not Krishna. So she did not even speak. And Nanda Maharaj speaking as the Krishna went yesterday. Then he went. We just came from Vrindavan, Uddhava Kyari. He met gopis. Radharani doesn't see anybody other than Krishna. But she wants to convey the message. She wanted to convey the message. Brahmana Gita. Then somebody is better than us, we become envious. Yes, sir, Mama, I agree. But Uddhava was like, I don't know how bhakti these people have. Krishna Maharaj, thank you very much. Until I came to Vraj, I thought I am the best person, I am the best devotee. And these are the best devotees. And what is Uddhava telling? Asha maho charanarenu aham jushamsya vrindavane kimapi gulma lataushadinam. My Lord, make me a blade of grass in Vrindavan. Sometimes we see like this. What is the best? Where will I get the reputation? Somebody is learning harmonium singing. I'll also learn harmonium singing. Which position is the best? Deer position? Cow position, friend's position. Friend's position is better than cow's, okay? Yashoda position is better than the friend's, okay? Gopi's position is better than Vatsalira's. I want to become that. Yes, sir, you want to become like that. But do you have qualification? The topmost devotee of Krishna in Dwarka, what is he telling? I want to become a blade of grass. When they go and step on my head, I consider my life very successful. I don't want any other position other than a blade of grass in Vraj. Uddhavji wanted to become a blade of grass, sir and ma'am. We are practicing that bhakti. How many of you understand? Who is our worshipable? Radha, not just Krishna, Radha and Krishna. Brahma is trying for Rajulok, and Akrura is trying for, Lakshmiji is trying for Anukachita. Because she could not follow, she is trying for that. I have not spoken about Lord Shiva yet. Should I continue or not? Our bhakti is not cheap. Don't take your bead bag for granted. Brahma is also chanting using the same bead bag. So many people, so many devatas are using the same bead bag. Why? That's where Lord Chaitanya will come. So, they are all looking for Vraj. Anyway, I have to speak about Lord Shiva. Lord Shiva said, my Lord, I also want to gain entrance. The problem with Lord Shiva? Purusha. Is it? A person who is a Purusha has no entrance. Then, my Lord, I'll be happy with being a mountain in Nandagaon. What is the mountain on which Krishna, Nanda Maharaj, Yashoda would live? That is Nandishwar Mahadev. That is not Shiva. But one day he saw, this Rasa dance is amazing. I want to become part. He went to Gopis. He had Rajulok. He has Anukachita also. He want to follow them. Gopi said, you go and take bath there now. You go and take bath there now. Trains are over. He went to the bath, came out. Shiva became Shiva Gopi. So then please come in. Join the Rasa dance. Thousands and millions of gopis. Krishna came, started dancing. He danced for 1 minute and said, yeah, there's a problem. Those who should not be here are here. Lalita and Vishaka introduced me all the newcomers. Then Lalita Devi started introducing everyone. This is Shiva Gopi. Krishna looked at her Gopi. There's a snake around her neck. Lalita said, Shiva, what are you doing here? My Lord, I ought to be part of your Rasa dance. No. So then already he became a Dwarpal, gatekeeper. So that he had all the qualifications. But so that's why if you go in the daytime, Krishna Mahadev, the daytime is a Shiva, in the evening he is dressed as a in Seva position. What Brahma and Shiva are looking for, all these great personalities are looking for. We are not just aiming. We all came to Krishna consciousness because prasad is nice. I know. But the day you understand, actually what I understood, you keep on flying, there is no end to this. You have to keep on flying only. Today morning I was telling, Krishnadas Kauragas Goswami out of humility, he says, Lord Chaitanya's pastimes, but the day pastimes he performs, like ocean, a tiny bird. How can the bird fly and touch the top of the sky? No. Bird can only fly up to a certain distance. Likewise, to the best of my ability, I am trying to explain Lord Chaitanya's pastimes. Please forgive me for my inadequacy. So, that Vraj we are trying to access. Now, in that Vraj, there are deers, there are blade of grass, surabhi cows, Kalparuksha trees, Kamadhenu cows, Krishna's friends, Krishna's servants, and Gopas, Gopis. Nanda Maharaj Yashoda, elderly Gopas, elderly Gopis. There, Karmipya Paritohare, Priyataya, Vyaktivya Jnaninas, Tebhya Jnana Mukti Bhakti Parama Premeka Nishkistata, Tebhya Stan Sapala Pankaja, Dashas, Dabhyoti Saradhika, Trishda, Tadvat Iyam Tadi Sarasi, Damnas Rekha Kriti. I have to read it to make you understand. Can I read it? In Shastra it is said that Jnani is superior to Karmi. Out of many Jnanis who are advanced in knowledge, Jnanis, one who is practically liberated by virtue of his knowledge may take to devotional service. He is superior to others. However, one who has actually attained Prema to Krishna is superior. In other words, you guys are better than a Karmi, better than a Jnani, better than but a devotee, a person who has attained Prema is better than a devotee. But gopis are better than a devotee attained Prema. Because they are totally dependent on Krishna. Among gopis, Srimad Radha is the most dear to Krishna. Radha Kund is profoundly dear to Lord Krishna as this most, sorry, there is some small problem. As this is the most beloved, as Radha is the most beloved of gopis. So, Uddhav is trying to become blade of grass, but in that Braj, who is the topmost? Now we are talking about that person. So, Radharani's place, my Lord, give me that Brajalo, Brahma is praying. Krishna is Shaktiman, Radharani is Purna Shakti. Shakti, Shaktiman, Abheda, they are not different. And Radha Krishna Eka Atma Doi Dehadari, Anyonya Mila Sadasa Aswadana Kori. Radha and Krishna, one soul. For enjoyment, they took two bodies. Never try to understand Radha and Krishna. Why? They don't have, there is no example in this world. Twins, they have two souls. But Radha and Krishna, one soul. For the enjoyment, they became two souls. Now, I'll go fast, otherwise it will go, I know. Krishna is three energies. Purasha Shakti, Rivida, Srita, Swabhavik, Jnana, Bala, Kriyacha. What are of the so many energies? One, Sandhini. Samvit. Vadini. Sandhini is the energy by which Krishna maintains his existence. Amana Fikri, we are all eternal. Satchitananda. Because of the Sandhini potency of Krishna. You know, next tomorrow you get up. When you get up, 5 minutes later, I'm an engineer, I'm a doctor, I'm a professor, I'm an actor, whatever. This is my property, this is my car. It's because of Samvit potency. Knowledge. And what is the nature of the soul? To be happy. Because of what? But the pure state, Atma has Satchitananda Swarup, Satchitananda Ananda. But in a contaminated state, we try to enjoy. Then we are captured with Maya. That Radhini Shakti of Krishna is a Radha. Radharani has two duties. What are the two duties? Radhinira dwara kare Ananda Swadana, Radhinira dwara kare Bhaktihera Poshana. Because she is energy to energetic, she satisfies Krishna perfectly. But she is a mother to us. She gives nourishment to us. I'll take 1 minute and give an example. You have finished your 12th grade and you got engineering seat. Mummy, I want this school. You will ask the dad or mom? Obviously mom only. Now one time Gaurav Prabhu made a nice statement. 5-year-old, Mommy, we immediately mother will come. Beta गिर गया क्या? She'll put a band-aid and she'll give you one sweet. Your 10-year-old mummy. Okay, you want cycle? Your 18-year-old mummy. Okay, you want scooter? You tell the husband. 20-year-old mummy. Who is that girl? You should tell the husband hello. You know? So, your 40-year-old mummy, I told you many times, she's not suited. 60-year-old mummy, no, I'll not sign on the paper. He said that. You know? So, for everything mummy only. Where is it coming from? The supreme mummy is Radharani. There is one person who will not find fault with you, the mother. Right? The love deer has for the baby is Radharani's love. The love tiger has for its cub is Radharani's love. The love we have, you have for your children, that is Radharani's. So, Lakshmi is goddess of fortune, Radha is goddess of devotion, goddess of love, prem. You know? So, everyone, just listen. Krishna Kanta Gana Deki Trivida Prakara, Eka Lakshmi Gana Pure, Mahishi Gana Ara, Prajangana Rupara, Kanta Gana Sara, Sri Radhika Haite Kanta Ganera Vistara. So, Radharani gives pleasure to Krishna in so many ways. Krishna is infinite. So what Radharani does? When Krishna becomes Vishnu, Radha becomes a Lakshmi. When Krishna becomes Ram, Radharani becomes Sita. So all the Lakshmis are expansions of Radharani. Vilas. All the queens of Dwarka, they are the expansions of Radharani. Vaibhav Prakash. All the gopis, they are the mirror image of Radharani. They are the mirror image. Vedanta Semantica Baldev Devotion says, Tvam Amsa Lakshmi Durgadikacha. Lakshmi also comes from Radharani, Durga also comes from Radharani. Means, when you fall down, mother will give you chocolate and she'll put band-aid. But if you make a noise, sometimes the patta is Durga. You want to enjoy enjoyment of Krishna? Then the Maya captures you and slaps you. But when you want to serve, sincerely, Mahatma Nustamampada, Daivi Prakriti Masrita. Daivi Prakriti is a Bhagavad Gita. Actually, let me take it forward, otherwise it will take a lot of time. So, Lord Shiva, he understood, I am trying to gain entrance into Vraj. The topmost personality who can give me entrance into Vraj is Radharani. Everyone. Radha Radheti Kuryat. Radha Radheti Pujaye. Radha Radheti Anishta. Radha Radheti Jalpati. Vrindaranye Mahabhaga. Radha Sahachari Bhave. Lord Shiva says to Parvati Devi, the fortunate souls who says Radha Radha, who performs devotion saying Radha Radha, who has faith in Radha Radha, who chants Radha Radha, becomes the female attendant of Shri Radharani in Vrindavan. Haribo. So Brahma Samhita also, Radharani comes, Ananda Chinmaya. Prasa Pradima Vita Vitamiri Nijro Daya Kalami Goloke Evan Sitikla Muta Toyama the Bashudam Jami. And so many people are looking for the mercy of Radharani. Nardamuni Sadha. This is amazing. So one day Nardamuni went and said, my Lord, I want to, what is rasa dance? Jiva Brahmanusandhanam, the union of law between Jiva and God. That is the topmost position for Jiva. Not that they become one and lose the identity. That is not that. Jiva will be there, God will be there. But the highest position of Jiva is the that union. Narada said, my Lord, I want that. Krishna said, you go to the gopis. Narada went to gopis and said, what should I do? There is a place called Kusuma Sarovar. Amna we went and saw Kusuma Sarovar on the Parikram Marg. Narada Muni went and 1, 2, 3 dips. Came out. Narada became Naradi. He became a Narada Gopi. Haribo. And so Narada Muni became a Gopi and took part in he experienced that Vrajaras. You want to tell one more story? How many of you know Arjun? Everyone knows Arjun. One day Arjun came to know, I heard, now you give this the utmost pleasure. I want to try that. Krishna said, no, Arjuna, are you sure? Of course, my Lord. Then you go to Kamiman and you worship. Then go and take shelter of gopis. Arjuna went and he took bath. Gopikund, he came out. Arjuna is like a powerful man, powerful male figure. But when he came out, Radha asked, who are you? He said, I don't know. Where did you come from? I don't know. Arjuna became Arjuna Gopi. Then Radha introduced him to Krishna, not himself. Arjuna Gopi. And then after the experience, they told her, go and take bath again. Took bath. He came out. Again he became Arjuna. But this time he didn't forget that experience. So, that's why this is Vyasadeva. Who is this? Vyasadeva glorifies Radha and everyone. Govinda Nandini Radha. Govinda Nandini Radha. Govinda Mohini. Govinda Mohini. Govinda Sarvasva. Govinda Sarvasva. Sarvakanta Siromani. Sarvakanta Siromani. So this Vyasadeva understood that this is the Ahladini Shakti, pleasure potency of the Supreme Lord. And in Gautamiya Tantra is describing the glories of Radharani. Who? Vyasadeva. Govinda Nandini Radha, Govinda Mohini, Govinda Sarvasva, Sarvakanta Siromani, Krishna Vancha Purtirupi Korya Radhani, Atayev Radhika Nama Purani Yokani, Devi Krishna Mai Prokta, Radhika Paradevula, everyone, Devi Krishna Mai Prokta, Devi Krishna Mai Prokta, Radhika Paradevata, Radhika Paradevata, Sarvalakshmi Mai Sarva, Sarvalakshmi Mai Sarva, Bhanti Sammohini Para, Bhanti Sammohini Para, Sarvalakshmi Mai Sarva, all the Lakshmis, they come from Radharani. You know? Shrutis, the Vedas, they took shelter of Krishna. My Lord, we want this experience. And they took shelter of Radharani. When Radharani said they are Srutichari Gopis. Srutis became Srutichari Gopis. So, to cut the story short, Krishna, Sri Radhaya Pranay Mahima Kadrishavana Swadhyo Yanatpada Mahima Kadrishavamadiya Saukyam Chasha Mat Anubhavata Kitasham Vetiloba Tat Bhavatya Samajani Sichikarpa Sindhu Hayantu. So in order to relish the position of Radharani, to understand the sweetness of himself and to express the bliss tasted by Radharani, Krishna came in the Radha Bhava. Is a Lord Chaitanya. Radha Krishna icha sada ekai swarupa leelada sahaswadite dharetu irupa. So earlier there were several, then they become united. And what is the unique thing about Lord Chaitanya? He can give you Krishna Prema like that, just like that. Jagai Madai, they were drug addicts, murderers, rapists. Lord Chaitanya took their sins and gave them what?
Krishna Prema.
What is Krishna? Who is looking for Krishna Prema? Brahma, Shiva. Everyone was looking for. Lord Chaitanya gave it to whom? The most fallen Jagai and Madai. So, do we have a qualification to access Radharani directly? No. But do we have a qualification to access Lord Chaitanya? Nityananda Prabhu is there. Even though somebody is breaking his head, no problem. Take this Krishna Prema freely. Srila Prabhupada, why did he go to New York? What is the qualification of New York? Most sinful city. What is the qualification of New York? That's it. When it rains, which area will be flooded? The low-lying area will be flooded. So when the mercy comes to most fallen people. Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay, I'll give you an example. Should I?
Yes.
Those of your children, you have 3 children. One child is 14-year-old, second child is 12-year-old, third child is 1-year-old. Which child the mother will carry?
1 year old.
Why not 12-year-old? This child is helpless. Likewise, where the most fallen soul is there, most weak, the weakest soul, there the mercy goes. That is the only reason why Balramji loved Duryodhana. Why did Balram love Duryodhana? What is the qualification Duryodhana had? He had no qualification. Duryodhana wanted to, even in the rain also Duryodhana would go. Willing to become wet, but he never carried umbrella. Somebody asked, why are you not carrying umbrella? I don't want anyone to be on my top. मेरी ऊपर कोई रहने के नहीं. I am the control, I am the boss. Must fallen. That's why Balramji loved him. Guru loves, Radharani loves. So, I am there finishing, I am done. Minimum, actually, Saraswati Thakur, I cannot read everything. You want to read, you can. You want to read, anyway, guys, I have summarized here. Minimum connection with the material world for the various needs. Who has qualification to access Radharani? This is the qualification. Bhakti Thakur, next year, Brahmacharya is telling. When our repellent trip, we know if you keep minimum connection with the material world for the various needs, when our trivial opinions, conduct, austerities, pious work, so-called knowledge, mystic power are considered worthless like straw. You don't worship any other devatas, including Narayan, majestic form. There is a place, if you go and, how many of you did Golden Parikrama? But if you do bigger Parikrama, after Chandrasarovar, there is a place called Paita. How many of you been? Oh, really? Amazing. Krishna wanted to test the waters. One day, what happened during Rasa dance? Krishna disappeared. When he disappeared, they were searching for him. Suddenly, Lotus Disc Conchin Club, Shinku Chakra Gada Padma, Narayan. He was holding 4 hands. I cannot show another thing. Gopis came, my Lord, Narayan. So not even one gopi thought, there is a lot of competition here. Let me settle here. If not 5-star, 2-star. That is not gopi. They all operate. This Narayan, they offered obeisances and said, my Lord, where did Krishna go? Where has he gone? Krishna standing in the form of Narayan said this side. They all ran that side, not even one gopi waited. This happened in the place called Paita. Radharani came searching for everyone. Radharani sir, Narayan. She offered obeisances. Oh Narayan, my Lord, where did Krishna go? Krishna showed like this. Radha's love for Krishna is so high that hand melted. Out of 4 hands, 2 hands melted. Krishna could not conceal his Narayan form. It could not exhibit the Narayan form. Krishna could not conceal himself. He had to display his actual form. He could not hide for a long time. That is Radharani's love. This thing happened. Not looking for cheap adoration, profit, distinction. No Kanaka Kamani Pratishtha. Actually, it's not easy. Throughout my life, I have a regret. I could never apply the 3rd verse of Bhagavad Gita 6th. Very easy to recite. What's that? Often I agree it is the most difficult verse to apply. Sir, ma'am, that is the gateway to the great way, humbler than way of Christ. We are like a pawn. Somebody says, Prabhu, you are so nice, you are amazing. Thank you. You are amazing, thank you. You understood, you are the only one who understood how to understand. Gold is yet to come to know, you know. क्या लेक्चर देता हो, क्या महान हो आप. Thank you. Hey, who did this? How can you say? The moment you see the sharpness in the voice, this Bhagavad Gita class, Bhagavatam class, Kirtan, पानी में गया पूरा. You get angry. Oh, I agree. The moment voice becomes sharp, immediately you do like this. Yeah, 10 साल से 16 वाला कर रहा हूँ. Can you say this? You may be my so-called spouse. The next verse, if you apply the 3rd one, then you will apply. Nadhanam, najanam, nasundari. No attraction for money, followers and opposites. This is yoga ruksha. Yoga ruksha. The next one is yoga ruksha. Very difficult. Lord Chaitanya gave this 4 verses. But what is our hope? Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. But there are people who attained. We just did parikrama. Suddenly I came to Radhakund. There I saw the samadhi of Ravinath Das Goswami. Had a personality. Father is a billionaire, but Ravinath Das Goswami, all the qualities exhibited is showed it. Every day people would offer, they would cook for Jagannath and offer prasad. End of the day, whatever is left over, they would throw it to the cows. Cows would eat, and cows would reject them. The flies would eat. Raghunath Das Goswami would go in the night and pick it up, wash it and eat it. As well as Sadhana Swami said, if you try it the same day, you will die. Because we don't have faith. But Raghunath Das Goswami has that type of faith and prasad. Why he didn't do daytime? If he did it in daytime, he would become famous. I don't want to become famous. I don't want anyone to know I am a very exalted devotee. In the night, he was picking up, in the dead of the night, he would wash it and eat it. One day, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu went, Raghunath, what are you eating? Immediately put it behind. Lord Chaitanya started eating that. And Raghunath, in Jagannath Puri, I have tasted so many varieties of prasad, but this is the tasty. This is so tasty. Lord Chaitanya is tasting the renunciation of Raghunath Das Goswami. That's why Prayoji became Prayojana Acharya. Rati Manjari. Raghunath became a Rati Manjari. And all Goswamis are Manjaris. And that's why Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he has come to give that mercy, that entrance to grudge. And Srila Prabhupada, as a Senapati Bhakta, he came. He was imploring, he's imploring all of us, take it up. Prabhupada did not have any agenda. Prabhupada had only one agenda. What is that? He wanted all of us to go back to Godhead. Srila Prabhupada wanted all of us to go back to Godhead. Sometimes the spiritual ambitions are political agendas. We don't know political agendas. So I think you're all bored, I think. Sure? If you really are not bored, say Hari Bol.
Hari Bol.
I think you can still wait for Krishna. So that's what Lord Chaitanya did. Tattva sudishchya surepsita rajya lakshmi dharmishthari vatsna yadagadaranya maya mrugam daiti epsitavan annadava vande mahapurushate charanam. What Brahma and Shiva are looking for, they in Sada Parayokra Vishtadom Devdaskutam Savich Nutam Sivam Pratyavyam Prantamara Mahapurushate Vande mahapurushate charanam Srimad Bhagavatam Yavatyancho. To give freely, I have a diamond and I can put it into the auction. All the benevolence will come. But Lord Chaitanya is pushing it to your pocket forcefully. The same diamond. He is giving up freely. How many of you appreciate Lord Chaitanya?
Hari Bol.
He is giving us entrance to Braj. Radha Prem, Braj Prem. So the stories, there are so many stories because Radharani repeated so many kalpas. But the simplest is, how many of you been travel? No? So, actually, what is that? One day Krishna, he was in Rasamandala in Golok Vrindavan. He was in Rasamandala in Golok Vrindavan. Rasmandala. He developed a desire to enjoy. And he developed a desire to enjoy. The desire became intense. Suddenly, the desire manifested in the form of a young girl. And immediately she started running towards him, to serve. Ra means Rasamandal, Dha means Dhavamana, to serve. That's why she became a Radha. She has only one goal. She doesn't do anything other than that goal. What is that? Serve Krishna. 24/7. So first time she manifested in a Ras Mandal in area of Golok Vrindavan. So but how she manifested on the planet Earth? Krishna told, let us go to Earth to perform our leelas. Rather he said, I will not come without Yamuna and Govardhan. Actually he said, Yamuna and Govardhan came down because of Radharani's request. Krishna said they already went. So Krishna appeared 2 weeks later. Krishna's friend name is Vrishabhanu Maharaj. They are the worshippers of sun god. So Vrishabhanu Maharaj would live that time in Mukhya Ravali. Raval, it's called Raval. So one day he went to the place to take bath in the morning to the bank of Yamuna, and there he saw 1,000 petal lotus. It was like so much effulgence was coming from that. And he went. When he went close to see why effulgence is coming, there he happened to see one girl. She is like 1,000,000 times effulgent. And he was so happy, he picked her up and brought her home and gave it to his wife Kirtida. But there is only one problem. She was blind, deaf and dumb. So they were happy about that. She was so beautiful, but they were sad that she was blind, deaf and dumb. So one day Narada Muni, came so that the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Krishna appeared, means somewhere his energy should have appeared by this time. She was searching everywhere, but he came to Raval. He was going door to door and finally entered into Rishabhan Maharaj's home. He said, "Do you have anybody born recently?" "Oh yes." And they brought Sri Dhama. Narayan looked at him and said, "Oh, this is Gopal Krishna's friend. Anybody else?" He said, "No." "Sure?" "No, we have one." "Why are you hesitant?" "We have one daughter, but she is blind, deaf and dumb." "Really? I want to see." Then they took him inside, and the moment he saw his eyes were standing on end, tears were cascading from his eyes, he controlled his emotions. He said, "Don't worry, everything will be alright. Give me 5 minutes, I'll find out the cause." He closed the door and they went outside, immediately offered obeisances and started reciting the Ashtakam, Radhika Ashtakam. And immediately Radha appeared. Blessed him. And he was so happy. Then he went out and said, "Everything will be alright. You just, you conduct a festival and invite Nanda Maharaj and Yashoda and see what happens." So they said, we have a child born, please you all come. So he invited Nanda Maharaj and Yashoda. They came with Krishna and Balram. So everyone was talking. Krishna went to the cradle where Radha was sleeping. So Krishna looked inside, Radha understood. Pranayeshwar, Krishna came. She opened her eyes. Because Krishna doesn't want to see anybody other than Radharani doesn't want to see anybody other than Krishna. So Radha means Tattva, service. She wants to enter service. Then what is aparadha? When you offended devotee, no Radharani. Immediately that message is withdrawn. Also we should not offend devotees. Aradhana. Radha, the word Radha came from Aradhana. Anaya Radhito Nandam Bhagavan Harishwara Yenna Vihai Govinda Pritoyam Anayadraha. So, Anaya Aradhana worship. She knows how to worship Krishna perfectly. Nobody is on par with her in service. Now, how to obtain her grace? Krishna plus Radharani is equal to Lord Chaitanya. You serve Lord Chaitanya in the mood of dasyaras. You serve Lord Chaitanya in the mood of dasyaras. Sincerely, Gauranitai. How to do? Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. What is very important? Sadhana. Sadhana is not your daughter's name. Sadhana means, hey, raise in the morning. Recently, we went to Yatra and somebody said today is mother's birthday. I said, you glorify her. She is a software engineer in America. She has a son. She works. One mother said, Prabhuji, she gets up in Brahma Muhurta and chants every day 32 rounds. Amazing. And I never heard, never knew she has been chanting for so many years. She didn't even tell anybody. Great, right? So many people came here, chanting because of her. So good, but sadhana, very important. You sleep early, rise early. If you sleep till 11 o'clock, how can you get up at 5 o'clock or 4 o'clock? Sleep at 9 o'clock, 9:30 maximum 10. You need good rest. 10 to 4 or 10 to 5, 6-7 hours. Today everyone works very hard. 7 hours is fine. But before going to office, you should finish at least 12 to 13 rounds. Ideally, you should finish your rounds. Because once you come in the evening, Tamam starts. Tamam starts. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. बैठे रहो। Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. I know some people nowadays, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. Maya was in the year 2000, Maya felt very sad. Went and complained also, I am becoming very weak. Kali said, I am also becoming, but I am very happy. Why? In 2 to 3 years, we are releasing a #1 device. Everyone will come into our pocket only, don't worry. So what about Hare Krishnas? Hare Krishnas, every Krishna only will come into our pocket. So 2002 onwards cell phones came. Nowadays everyone Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Ting! Ting! My humble request, don't take cell phone into the room where you are chanting. World will not drown. No cell phone into the place where you are chanting. Definitely you will see it. Don't put at the arm's length also. What you will do? What an addiction, huh? One sannyasi told me, this is a sannyasi toy. For sannyasi also, this is a toy. Second one is a very important. Can I make a request for everyone? Please. You may have a good sadhana in the morning, but good behavior. You can have disagreements, but don't yell at others. Krishna will be very happy, Lord Chaitanya will be happy, Radha will be happy. Please, we should have a good behavior. Sadachar. I will never raise hand on anybody. Not even children. No. Not even spouse. Good behavior. You have good sadhana, but no sadachar. What is the use of sadhana? Third one, seva. To Guru and devotees. With no expectation. The next one, come to satsang regularly. Your Bhakti Rikshanas and temple. And one more. So here, can I tell a story and finish it? Actually, yes.
Yes, bro.
Can I tell? Ready? I actually stayed in Yugal until 2013. If you want, I can show a picture also. Her name is Radhini. What's her name? Radhini. Mother Radhini joined in 1970. She was a Prabhupada disciple. What I can show anyway. So Mother Radhini, she joined full time. One day actually I met her husband. And I said, everyone here speaks about Mother Radhini. You are married to her. Can you speak about her? He said she knows only 4 things. She cooks for Jagannath. She does arti for Jagannath. And she cleans the temple for Jagannath. When somebody comes, she preaches to them about Jagannath. He didn't get the feeling he wanted from me. That's what finally he said. What can I tell you? She's crazy for Jagannath. American, regular American. She is crazy for Jagannath. Amazing devotee. So she was a very dedicated pujari of Jagannath in Vrindavan. Same time, Radhana Swami, that time was a brahmachari, Radhana Das, and Bhakti Swami was a Ghanshyam Das. They were all same time. I want everyone to please listen. My story is starting. She developed she became that type of devotee. She did not know anything in her life other than just serving Jagannath Balsubramanian and Gauranitai. Prabhupada came and installed Radha Vrindavan Chandra. Actually, Prabhupada stood before Radha Vrindavan Chandra and said, with tears in his eyes, that Krishna manifested as Radha Vrindavan Chandra as a young American boy and girl to attract all the American boys and girls to this side. And Prabhupada said, I have given you Radha Vrindavan Chandra, serve them sincerely, attentively. If not, you will attain the perfection. If not, if you are negligent, a day will come, Prabhupada said. Why my Guru gave me this burden? Why my Guru gave me this rock of burden around my neck? If you are not attentive in serving them, you will feel like that one day, Prabhupada said. Deity worship means punctuality and cleanliness. She was very punctual, very clean. She dedicated her life. Very young American ladies, maybe 20 to 23 years. But she had a desire. My story started now. She wanted to preach. So one day she told devotees, Jagannath is telling, I told Jagannath, my Lord, I want to go and preach. Jagannath is telling, don't go to stay here and serve me. Jagannath, Balram and Subhadra, they are telling, you don't go out, you stay here and serve us. You are cooking nicely, doing arti nicely, feeding us nicely, don't preach. But when I go and serve Gauranitai telling, don't stay here, you go and preach and bring people. I really do not know whether I should listen to Jagannath Balsubramanian or listen to Gauranitai. But one day she said, finally Gauranitai won. Jagannath Balsubramanian were defeated. So, Hare Krishna's, what is the mantra to please Srila Prabhupada those days? Louder. No distribution. So one day they went to a city called Athens, Ohio. So there was a festival and they put all the books. They got a permission. Hare Krishna is a minority in America. They put a book table. It's a big festival. American. In 1970s there were no Indians in America. Let me tell you. So there are Americans. So there is a devotee still alive, Nityananda Prabhu. Nityananda Prabhu and Mother Madhani went and they put a book table and she had her Gauranitai also. So she put them on the table and she put her books and they were going, they mixed with the crowd and they were distributing books. Suddenly police appeared. If you do not vacate this place in 1 minute, you will be arrested. Nityananda told them, police, we have permission. You have permission to stand here. When we came here, you were in the crowds. It was a small mistake. So, if you don't remove these books in 1 minute, we'll arrest you. Immediately, Nityananda started packing everything. They said 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 15, 60, done. They couldn't pack in 1 minute. The police said you're arrested. And they arrested them. And they put everything. This is Friday evening. And they put everything in the car and they arrested Nityananda Prabhu and Mother Madhani. They came to me, said, get into the van. She said, you arrest them first. Who? The Gauranitai. Police said, we have nothing to do with the dolls. Hey, for you they are dolls. For me, they are my life. Without arresting them, I cannot come. But she is talking with boldness. Everyone is looking. Police did not want to create a scene. All right. They put Gauranitai in the car and he get into the car. They took them to the police station. And they put them in the cell. The cell in the police station. And it became 8 o'clock. They said we are vegetarians. So, they might have brought some fruits. They said eat it. She said, offer the fruits to them first. They thought this girl lady is crazy. She thinks these dolls, they have life. First offer them first, then all I'll eat. What they did, they put a plate of fruits before Gaurnitai. And the police offered fruits to Gaurnitai. And they gave it to her. And she ate. And now it's 10 o'clock to sleep. She said, put them to rest. Police brought blanket. They make a cold, right? They brought a blanket and they put Gaurnitai, the blanket. They brought another blanket and covered. They were liking it. Then they told her, you sleep. Slept. Next day morning, police came and woke up and made the breakfast offering, made the lunch offering, dinner offering, otherwise she will not eat. I have a question for all of you. If you are arrested and kept in a police cell in the cell of police station, will you again go to the temple again? Will you chant again? That is the difference between Indian and American. She is so dedicated. Anyway, case came to the court on Monday. So the prosecutor went to Nitya Prabhu and said, you have not done such a big thing. You tell the judge will call you and he'll ask you, did you do the mistake? You say yes. Will you pay the fine? Yes. And $50, fine. It's not a big crime. Just go home. So Nitya Prabhu came before judge. Did you do the mistake? He said, yes, my lord. So will you do it again? No, my lord. Will you pay the fine? Yes, my lord. Alright, pay $50, released. Just a very small thing. With the judge would have many more things to do, right? The next one, Mataji came. Did you do the mistake? She said, no. I didn't. Judge looked at the prosecutor, hey, what is this? Will you do it again? If they tell me to do it, they are not going to the court. If they tell me to do it, I'll do it again. Will you pay the fine? No, I will not pay the fine. Judge looked at the prosecutor, hey, what is this? Prosecutor came. Hey, judge will become angry, you have to pay a lot of money and you'll be in the cell for more days. She says, I don't care. If they tell me to do it again, I'll do it again. I have not done any mistake. They said, judge said, why did you do it? They asked me to go and distribute, that's what I did. Judge did not know what to do. Who will pay the fine? Judge said, case dismissed, you can go home. Our conviction and faith, I'll tell you how surrendered Hare Krishnas were. Authorities told her she had no desire to marry. She wanted to dedicate her life to just Krishna, that's it. Jagannath. She always loved Jagannath. And management one day said, Father Ladini, get married. See, the devotees were so surrendered. If anyone tells a brahmachari, he'll walk out of the temple. She said, I'll get married. She married. But the problem? Husband, she has no desire. She has only one thing. Three things. What is the three things? Jagannath, Jagannath, Jagannath. That's it. She has no interest in family life. The husband said, hey, I cannot stay with her. And he left her in 6 months. No, she has no desire. She is fully bent. Day and night, only one thing for her, Jagannath. Husband left her. She was so happy. Actually, marriage did not make any difference for her. Why? She has only, okay, my authorities told me to marry. I married. I can serve my husband, but she is no, for my husband is only Jagannath, that's it. Husband didn't like it, he left. But again she continued. Then I can tell this the extended story for a long time, but I'll finish it. First time she came to India. She came to India, she went to Vrindavan. So many years of struggle. No heat in Vrindavan, New Vrindavan. But now she came to Vrindavan. She really relished every place. As though she was seeing Krishna everywhere. That's how Krishna reveals actually. She has that bhakti. Whoever she preached to, they all became devotees. But she had an intense desire to preach. Bhakti Swami told her. Bhakti Swami took sannyas. 1980, maybe sir. As soon as proper left, he took sannyas. And Bhakti Swami went to African countries. Bhakti Swami said in the previous life, she had a brother and sister relationship with Mother Radha. Bhakti Swami is a very accomplished personality. So she liked it very much. She went to Africa. I don't know which country it was. And she loved it. When they went to Africa, nobody knew them. Within no time, they became so famous. They started getting into TV. They started preaching. Actually, Nelson Mandela eventually started taking guidance from Bhakti Swami. And in America, Muhammad Ali started taking guidance from Bhakti Swami. And what they did, they started doing prasadam distribution. Because in African countries, there was no food. Mother Radhini, what she did, she established an altar, she would cook and she would feed these Africans. And 100 people, 200 people, 300 people, 400 people. So she was preaching to them. Slowly they gave up their sinful attitudes. And they started becoming devotees. One day, what happened? That country, there was a military coup. And the government was thrown away by the dictator. He took over. America made an announcement. All the Americans, I think it is Namibia or Uganda, I don't remember, but America made an announcement. Nobody should go, no American should go to that country. Any American in that country, next 2 weeks, free flight back to America. You should evacuate because the position is deadly. So American flights went to this country only to evacuate all the Americans and bring them back to America. But she thought, I am preaching in one corner of the country. Why should I have nothing to do with the politics? So let me continue serving the people. So she loved because she was cooking food and giving free food to these tens and hundreds of these Africans. So she did not come back to America. Krishna's we don't understand. One day, one person who did not like their getting fame and name, he wrote a letter to the dictator. These guys are actually planning. They are planning to organize a coup against you. So this lady from, not lady, actually, so these the Africans in this temple, they were actually coming together to do something against you. When he got the letter, one day, so she was continuing her regular services as usual. Suddenly, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 army vans. They just stormed into the building. Very interesting, the dictator himself came. And with all the army came and stormed into the building and brought everyone out, all the men and women and children. And he told, all the women and children can go away, but men should stay. Men were all arrested and they told the ladies and children, you can go. All the women left. Should I continue?
Yes.
But one lady did not go. Who is that? How can I see my fellow devotee? How can I see them being harmed? That is Vaishnava. She went and told him, sir, we have nothing to do with whatever happens politically. We are just preaching, preaching and giving prasad. They told her, this is not police, this is army. You should leave this place in less than 5 seconds. And she said, I cannot do that. When a devotee is harmed, I cannot see like that. You kill me, but not my fellow devotee. They told her, she said, no. We are peace-loving people, we have nothing to do with the politics. Please don't do that. It's not like a movie, They shot the first African. She went and stood in the middle. She received all the bullets. So I cannot see a fellow devotee being harmed. That is Vaishnava. The first one to be killed is Radha. And then all the Africans, they were all shot in less than few seconds. When army stormed into the building, one devotee, what he did, between the mattress and bed, he went underneath. And he could see everything. Yugal did not get information for practically 1 year. What happened? And this devotee somehow escaped and made his way back to America. And he told, it is almost 1 year since Mother Radha died. As Radha Swami says, Krishna settled her old age in 5 seconds and took her back to Godhead. So, Krishna's promise is not for the body. Anyway, body has to go anyway one day. But Krishna's protection is always for the spirit soul. What is good for us, Krishna knows better than anybody. So recently, probably 2-3 weeks ago, devotees came together. She left her body in the month of Kartika. She was in 1992. So, she led a life of purity, sacrifice, and devotion to Krishna. And with grateful heart to Srila Prabhupada, she would write this. There are letters that she corresponded with Prabhupada. And she served very genuinely. Where there was need in Africa, she served all the fellow Africans and infused their hearts with the Krishna Bhakti. So the point is, today morning I was telling Mother Malti and Shyamsundar Prabhu, Shyamsundar had a strong desire to bring some big person so that Krishna consciousness would spread all over the world. With that one desire, Gurudas Prabhu and Mother Jamuna Mataji, Janaki and Mukund Maharaj, Janaki Mataji and Mukund Maharaj, and Shyamsundar and Mother Malti, these 3 families, they went to London. And those days, to enter into London, you need $500. Srila Prabhupada borrowed $500 and gave it to Mother Malti and Shyamsundar. They went to Montreal. From Montreal, they flew to London. $60 cheapest flight. They showed $500 in the immigration. They posted that $500 back to Prabhupada. Prabhupada gave it to Gurudas Prabhu. They showed $500, entered London and sent $500 back. Prabhupada gave it to Yamunamath and third family. They showed it and they posted $500. Prabhupada repaid that loan to his donor. These three families, they're in London. Actually, Mother Mother herself told me this. Her mother said, you are going to London to serve your Guru. You have a few months old baby. You don't even have a place to stay. London is very cold. Why don't you leave your baby with me? Her mother told her. Mother Mother told, Mom, I cannot leave my daughter with you because I don't know when I will come back. I have no idea when I will come back. Because she and her husband, Shamsundar, were surrendered to Prabhupada. And she told me that became true because my mother saw my daughter only after 11 years. Grandmother saw the daughter and the granddaughter after. So all these years, Mother Mother stayed in London and India for a few years. Total 11. Hare Krishna. How many of us have that type of sacrifice for the Guru? And Mother Malti, and they were living in the slums of London. Because they had no money. They had no money. And to protect their daughter from the cold, she would put them in the cardboards. You know Amazon cardboards? When the Amazon packages come, right? She would put her baby in that. How many of us do that? Do you have that type of like the fervent desire to serve Krishna and Guru? She's amazing actually. She's today 80-year-old. But Shamsundar wanted to bring somebody to the movement. See, Shamsundar always had this, we should aim for rhinos. Those days, the most famous people on the planet were Beatles. So Mother Mata and Yamuna Mataji, they would make, the Beatles owned Apple Studios. So Mother Mata and Yamuna Mataji would make apple pies and post it to Apple Studios, hoping they would invite. The Apple Studio took the apple pie and ate it but never invited. But Shamsundar tried to get entrance into the Apple Studios, they never allowed him. You want to see Krishna's hand? One day Shamsundar went to the security. Same time, Paul McCartney came and stopped at the security gate. Shamsundar turned back and he waved his hand. Paul McCartney also waved his hand. Security thought they knew each other. And they never concerned. That is Krishna. He went inside. Like I saw on the way from Vijayawada to Hyderabad, I saw Ramoji Studios. Somehow you'll get inside. But there, Amitabh Bachchan will be there. You go and Amitabh Bachchan, sir, your opening is temple, give money. Maybe Amitabh Bachchan will give. Maybe not. But they are all Westerners. Nobody knew Hare Krishnas. So somehow he got entrance into Apple Studios. What was his idea? He wanted to ask George Harrison, please help. How much of you appreciate his courage? Amazing, right? That day, there was a press meet. So many reporters of London were there, and Beatles were there, 20-30 reporters were there. And at the end, Shamsundar sat down, shaven head, shikha, paint on the face, and the blank bed sheets, means dhoti. Shamsundar must be very angry, 26, 27. So Beatles came and did the press meet, and all the reporters were going. Now he had to go and ask them, sir, we came to London with a singular objective to please my Guru Maharaj. We want to start a temple. Help us. Arre, who will help? So he was praying, please Krishna. See, you should see Krishna's hand. Once press meet was over, here Beatles were leaving. George Harrison straight away walked to him and said to Shyam Sundar, "Where are you all these days? I am looking for you." Can you believe? When you go to Amitabh Bachchan or Shah Rukh Khan, that Khan, this Khan, they will say, "Where are you? I am looking for you." ऐसा बोलेंगे क्या वो? Never. Now I'll tell you, that's how Krishna works. So if you're sincere, Krishna will arrange for you. Shyam Sundar, I mean, just go to internet and listen this song. Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Padakamalam. Somebody gave that LP record to George Harrison. And George Harrison listened that song. And one day this LP record became pieces. It was broken to pieces. But he's like a number one rock star, singer. How can he ask somebody, "I want to hear from that singer"? That way he did not know who that singer was. Then he asked somebody, "Who is that person?" Somebody said, "We don't know." He kept on asking. One person said, "They are called Hare Krishnas." He said, "Who is Hare Krishna?" They have paint on the face, they have ponytail, they wear bed sheets. So what is America, Hare Krishna address in America? These guys have paint on the face, they have a ponytail, and they wear bed sheets. That's it, serious. So since then he was looking, because like a top star. When he saw Shyam Sundar, he must have it. When he said, "Shyam Sundar, I am his disciple." Now I'll tell you, okay, you meet that so-called Khan, and then I'll say, "How much money?" $10. He'll pay and he'll go. So that is Krishna. Behind you, your Guru is powerful, Srila Prabhupada. George Harrison invited them to their home. Will Amitabh Bachchan invite you to his home? These guys living in slums of London moved into John Lennon estate. That is Krishna. Amazing, right? And one day, now they moved into John Lennon home. Yamuna Mataji, there was a harmonium she was singing. But she did not know somebody was watching her. Who's that? George Harrison said, "Hey, you're singing so well. You tell yes to me, I'll make you the superstar singer of the world." Because that time they were in the limelight. 1965, Beatles were in the topmost position of the world. Actually, John Lennon said, you know, if Jesus Christ had been alive, he would have been envious of our name and fame. We are that much famous all over. All the continents they were famous. That much famous they were. I have a question for all of you. Amitabh Bachchan comes and says, "You say yes to me, I'll make superstar." What will you say? "No problem, you bring your little hair forward. Whatever last year is gone. No problem. I still have more hair before. I can try, no problem." Will you say yes or no?
Yes.
You know what she said? She came to Krishna consciousness only 2 years before. She said, "I cannot sing for anybody other than Krishna." Immediately when I heard, I remembered Surdas. Surdas, by birth, he was a devotee. When he became 60, one day Akbar came to know. He asked Tansen, "Where did you hear this poem?" It's not my song, it's bird song sung by Surdas. "Bring him." So, "My lord, he will not come." Then Akbar went and he said, "Oh, Surdas, sing about me." Surdas said, "No, I cannot sing for anybody other than Krishna." Surdas was born in near Raj, lived in Raj all the time. She can, if you want, if you don't think it's a waste of time, I can even tell her how she came to Krishna consciousness.
Please help us.
Should I tell?
Yes.
Michael Grant and Zane, boyfriend, girlfriend. Say, America was always same culture. Not that America 50 years ago, Prabhupada came, they were all pure devotees. No. They were living as boyfriend, girlfriend in New York, that too. And he was a musician. They met, to cut the story short, long story, Prabhupada said, this is sinful. You should get married. Prabhupada said, I'll perform the marriage. Really? They don't know the Vedic culture. Prabhupada said, you call your families. Prabhupada was born 1896. Now this is 1965, went to America. Those days Indian marriage would happen 10 days, dhoom dong. The day of marriage came. Prabhupada asked them, where are your families? They were already initiated. Jane became Janaki. Janaki mother said, my family didn't come. You are getting married, your father didn't come, your mother didn't come. No, Swamiji. My sister came. And Prabhupada asked, what about your family? No, Prabhupada, your family. Prabhupada was shocked. This is America. My friends came. But anyway, sister came. Her name is Joan. Prabhupada said, let us come and cook. Founder Acharya for next 10,000 years is cooking a marriage feast for his newly, for his new disciples. So he called her sister. She was wearing this much frock. Prabhupada said, come, let us cook. 10-course meal. And she's just American, 21-year-old. And she started helping Prabhupada cutting like this in between. She's doing like this. Prabhupada said, wash your hands. When she did like this, wash your hands. They are Americans, they're white Americans. She became upset. Swamiji, I have to go for a smoke. She said. Prabhupada looked at her and said, when we cook for Krishna, we don't smoke. When he said this, he looked into her eyes like this. That is the power. She changed. When first Jagannath was carved, Shyamsundar was carving, they are all Americans. One day Prabhupada came to know how the carving was happening. He went. Shyamsundar was carving and he was putting the cigarette on the head of Baldev. Prabhupada didn't say anything. For him, it is another piece. For Prabhupada, this is God. So it's very thin difference. Prabhupada did not say anything. Mother Malti told me this. She said, Prabhupada said, Shyamsundar, why are you bringing this tiny cigarette between you and Krishna? There's only one cigarette is separating you from Krishna. Prabhupada said that one line. If I am right, Shyamsundar gave up smoking 1-2 days later and he has been practicing the past 55 years. Amazing, right? The power Prabhupada had. So she said, I want to go for a smoke. Prabhupada with the tears in his eyes, he said, when we cook for Krishna, we don't go for smoke. She changed. Immediately she got initiated. Exactly 2 years later, she was in London. George Harrison is telling, I'll make you a superstar. She said, I cannot sing for anybody other than Krishna. You give credit to her or Prabhupada? Both. Haribol. Now I tell you, she led her life in poverty like that only. She died in 2012. And I don't think she ever regretted also. She said no. Then they said, we came to London to open a temple for our Guru. Please help us. George Harrison said, I don't know what inspired him. If you sing for us, we will make money. You sing for yourself, we will help you. All the things George Harrison did, morning 1 hour, evening 1 hour, for 1 week, 14 hours, they all sat together, 3 Beatles by George Harrison and Janaki, Yamuna Mataji, Mother Malati, Janaki, they all sang Govindam. When they were doing this, not even one person knew. Krishna would like it for next 10,000 years to come. Without this song, Krishna would not give darshan. So, if you go to Mahabaleshwar or Nasik, the Godavari river is like a creek. But if you understand Godavari or Krishna there, you are mistaken. Same Godavari comes to Rajahmundry, and same Krishna comes to Vijayawada, they look like oceans. Go to Gomukh, Ganga appears like a trickle. But same Ganga come to Bihar, it looks like an ocean. So you know today there may be 100 people here. But if you pursue with sincerity, with the gratitude and commitment, Krishna will empower you beyond your imagination. But with no other intention, the singular desire to serve, and please Guru Krishna, if we try, our sincerity is known to only one person, the super soul in our heart, nobody else. Then the empowerment will come. Otherwise, problems will always be there and will be bogged down with problems. All the things George Harrison did, 7 days, he said, they sat for 1 hour only, total 14 hours. And they recorded this song became super hit. And overnight, Hare Krishna became a household name in Europe, Australia, Asia, and North and South America. Haribol. That is how Krishna works. When Krishna wants to work, what Krishna would do? Overnight, Hare Krishna became a household name. Just through this, and Yamuna Mataji became a rock star. But she never sang any other song other than Krishna. And she did not make any money for herself. All the time for her Guru only. And later her husband took sannyas, Prabhupada said to be like that only. Being an American, she remained single until she left the world. So actually one day Prabhupada she was in India. She was in the train. Prabhupada said, I'm hungry. Prabhupada was already 85, so close to 80 years. Yamuna Mataji went to the pantry car and said, I want to cook rice for my spiritual master. Which pantry that cook will allow you? The TT said, he thought she's crazy, but you very beautiful. He said, no, we will not allow outsiders. If you don't allow me to cook for my Guru, I'll jump from this train right now. You will get a bad karma. You want me to jump or cook? Please cook. She cooked rice for Prabhupada, she offered it and took the rice to Prabhupada. That is Guru Bhakti. So ladies and gentlemen, I'm done. I don't want to waste your time. Today the Ekadasi. Please do something. Start with your next door neighbor, start with your father, start with your mother, start with your neighbor. One round. Try. And today he said he distributed more than 2,000 Bhagavatam sets from that preaching that place. Amazing. 2,000 Bhagavatam sets. Who would have imagined? All of course. So, in your spiritual ritual, you are putting all these things. The temple is going to come. You are collecting your food. You make your donation. 50 years later, you will forget also. Krishna will never forget. Many things what you have done, you may forget. Krishna will never forget. With experience, I am telling you. Please. But one thing, sincerity. With no ulterior motives. No, Hare Krishna, it's not easy. No onion, no garlic, no tea, no coffee. Instead of telling no, say no to Hare Krishna only. Some people think like that. Hare ye chodo, wo chodo, ye chodo, wo chodo. Hare Krishna is chodo. That is wrong. You want to purify yourself? This is the best opportunity. And you will receive unlimited grace from Radharani, Srila Prabhupada. So take it up seriously. And Yena Prakarana Mana Krishna Visayat. Somehow or other keep Krishna in your heart. Somehow or other give Krishna to others. If every one of you distributes Bhagavad Gita's, every one of you brings 3 people, this place cannot be accommodated next week. My last statement, one day, I used to preach in Carnegie Mellon University. One gentleman came. I said, "What's your name?" "My name is Ashkon." "Where are you from?" "Iran." "Who gave you visa?" I asked him. Because Iran doesn't have good relation with America. He said, "My GRE scores are very good. That's why I came to America." "How many rounds you chant?" 16. What if government comes to know? We are chanting 16 rounds. I'm speaking truth, that's what he said. He put his hand like this and he said like this. Really? If the government comes to know you're chanting Hare Krishna, they'll kill you? Recently, some people are following Hinduism and 38 people are killed. Then how are you chanting? Hare, without chanting I cannot imagine my life. I told him, today you will give the class in Carnegie Mellon. This happened in 2007 or 8. He said, I never gave any class. Hare, you're a million times better than me. If somebody tells they'll give me job in Infosys or Microsoft, then I'll chant 32 rounds also. If they'll give green card, I'll chant 64 rounds also. But somebody is going to cut off my head. I will never even look at the temple that side. You are a million times better than me. He gave the class that day. 10 years later, one day, I went to Oklahoma. I regularly travel. And the devotees told me, you were a surprise visitor today. I said, who? Surprise. Then I went, I met my friend Ash God. Now he became Asesha Gaura Haridas. And what he did? He brought 10 PhD students from Iran for a preaching. Prabhuji preached to them. They are all my friends from Iran doing PhD in America. Preach to them. You are a million times better than Abhi preaching. You only preach. I'm not that much qualified. You have that guts. He's still in America preaching. So, my request to you, you don't need to really sacrifice like Mother Madhani Mataji did or Mother Yamuna did. All you have to do, chant your round sincerely. Stane Sita Sutira Tanma Nanopir. Ye Praya Samajita Ajita Strilokyam, the verses there in Bhagavatam. Give Krishna to others somehow. Then Radharani's mercy. Even though very difficult what Brahma and Shiva are looking for, because of Lord Chaitanya, because of Shiva Prabhupada and Guru Parapara, we will definitely get it. Hare Krishna, Shiva Prabhupada ki jai.
Now you know how Bhagwan Prabhu came to Krishna consciousness. Now you know many of our families how we came because of the compassion of Prabhuji, unlimited compassion of Prabhuji. And today I requested Prabhuji, can you please speak about Shamsundar Prabhu and Madhati Mataji and few others. And Prabhuji did not talk about Russia. Maybe next time when Prabhuji comes, we'll talk about how Krishna consciousness went to Russia. And so many things. And actually, staying in America, Prabhuji was serving in Nevrinath temple and many Srila Prabhupada disciples were around Prabhuji. And Prabhuji has gained so much association from them. And when he speaks, the katha of all those disciples of Prabhupada, so many sannyasi gurus, and Prabhuji has served so many sannyasis staying in Nevrinath. And the kind of austerities Prabhuji has taken, he would not allow me to speak when he is there. I'll talk when he is not there. But he is here, he has given his time on Ekadashi, he is fasting, he is still wanting to give Krishna to all of us, and is requested only one thing.
No,
That is-
it's secret.
Hare Krishna. But you gave Krishna Katha to us, Prabhuji. I'm so grateful. And all he is asking is, let us be sincere and let us do our best to give Krishna to others to the best of our capacity. We all can do. Can we?
Haribo.
So I told Prabhuji about everything that our group is doing. Prabhuji was very happy. I said, Prabhuji, you have to bless. Please bless us. That's all we need. Numbers don't matter. All these big reports don't matter. Whatever we are doing is only because of the mercy of Prabhuji, senior devotees. There's Radhesham Prabhu is guiding us also. So many things that are happening. Krishna is really sending the right, the best actually. Krishna is sending the best, Shiksha Gurus in our vicinity, and we're all fortunate to hear this. Somebody here is sitting and thinking it's 9:10. Why is it late? I'm sorry, you'll miss the bus. Because that is not what we have to look at. The only reason time is given to us, Kala Shakti is only given to hear Krishna Katha. There is no other reason for which time has to be utilized. And on Ekadashi day, okay, it's late, okay, it's Sunday evening, but we heard the best Krishna Katha. How many of you felt like that? How many want to hear this again and again and again? Prabhuji's brother is there, Prabhuji's mother is there, Prabhuji, Shambhari Prabhu, where is he? Shambhari Prabhu, Prabhuji is staying there. Shambhari Prabhu came to Krishna consciousness in a college. I know Harichakra Prabhu also, right? They all together, they were preached, and for the last 20 years, he is serving Yugal Kishore Prabhu, and wherever they go, whatever they do. There is a whole team of devotees all around America whom Prabhuji has inspired to come to Krishna consciousness. Now they are building temples. They are great preachers. They all have preachers and layers and layers and layers. But still Prabhuji even now takes the austerity of coming to the lowest level and even speak to the new people like all of us. So we are very fortunate to have Prabhuji's association. Let us thank Prabhuji with 3 loud and enthusiastic. So tomorrow, Prabhuji is also going to give a class tomorrow in green grace. So please take your time out. This is Vishnu Panchaka, right? It started today. We have 5 days. Let's make this 5 days very, 4 more days. What time? Green grace, telling me. Yeah. So tomorrow in green grace apartment, you all know green grace? It's in Kajaguda. Many of devotees here became devotees in green grace. I was telling Prabhuji, he was sitting and chanting in the hall. I said, Prabhu, this Tana Bali is a lot in this hall. More than 800 Bhagavatam sets were distributed from that hall itself, that green grace hall. And Prabhuji was there and I was telling. So tomorrow in the green grace apartment, evening, there is Deepta and there is class. So please take your time out. Tell your bosses that tomorrow evening you have a very important appointment. Right? So you can do that. So tomorrow is Deepdan class in Green Grace apartment, and then on Wednesday in BHL Ramalayam, there is a big Kartika Purnima being celebrated by the entire BHL congregation, which is our congregation. It's part of our family. So they are calling all of us to come, and that day all the offices, many people are leaving early. People who work for me already told me that we will not be there in the second half. They have more bhakti than me, that's what I understood. So I have to also leave by the second half. And let us go and let us all assemble. The invite will be sent. I sent it in the Gachibowli Satsang group, right, or whatever group that you are there in. And Prabhuji is going to give a class in Telugu, right? For all the audience there, more than 1,000 people are expected. We will be a small little river in the ocean, but don't miss it. Don't miss it. Please everybody come, and let's not just come, let's come to serve also. Let's come and do the service for all the new people. Like Prabhuji said, we have to preach. The preach with behavior is most important. So there will be very few devotees, but lot of people coming in the entire BHL area. And Pawan Prabhu and team needs a lot of help. So we all can go into Prasadam serving that day. We do whatever service. Are you all ready for that?
Haribo.
Hare Krishna. So I would also like to take opportunity, just one more minute, Prabhuji, is that Krishna is really pouring the mercy. While I was in Kartik Yatra, I was falling at the feet of all senior devotees. Please give your time, please give your time. Because determination is very important in spiritual life, and determination only comes from good association. And Prabhuji came here, and next week, Sunday, we have Naveen Neerath Prabhu. He is coming here and giving a class. Naveen Neerath Prabhu. Now, if you don't know who is Naveen Neerath Prabhu, he is one of the best book distributors in entire ISKCON. He is American, and he is one of the best book distributors. He himself is coming here to motivate all of us to go and do marathon. Are you all ready for it? Ready for it? Yes. Right. And after that, I requested Gaurang Darshan Prabhu. Prabhu is Ferrari coming. They need your association. Prabhuji said April. I said, Prabhu, April is very far. You have to give it. So Prabhuji said, I have to speak to Gaurang Prabhu. And luckily, Gaurang Prabhu was in good mood. Gaurang Darshan Prabhu, I requested. Some devotees were also went during that time. They told me. And Gaurang Prabhu said, okay, go. So Gaurang Darshan Prabhu gave his dates from 8th of December. I think, yeah, that's right. 8th of December, for 1 week, Prabhuji is only going to give association to all of us. All the satsang is going, individual every satsang. I have tried to allocate and negotiate with Abbott's Temple. This one time, he just want Prabhuji. So he's going to BHL, he's going to, Aparna communities, he's going to Zenith, he's going wherever we can, he's going to go locally and give katha on the weekend. And during the weekdays, like we always have, the seminar series, he's going to do Brihad Bhagavatamrita in 5 days for all of us. And that will be in the morning time. Morning every day from 8 o'clock to 9:30, have breakfast and go. We did that in the past for entire Gita series, those 80 days we did. And Mahabharata series we did 9 sessions. Did you all love it when it happened? And Gaurang Darshan Prabhu is giving that only for us. He's eager to come and give it to us, Prabhuji and Mataji. How fortunate can we be? Just think about it. Yugal Kishore Prabhu, Naveen Neerath Prabhu, and Gaurang Darshan Prabhu. And after that, Chaitanya Charan Prabhu is coming from January 28th to February 6th. And he's taking 5 sessions of on Bhagavatam, again in the morning series. Requested him and he agreed. Are you all eager and interested or no? So, Prabhuji, we go and beg these devotees, but the only thing they expect from us is rapt attention and sincerity to come and hear. Now we have to do that. That will motivate them. And I want to also announce that on 25th of January, we are doing Bhumi Puja for our upcoming ISKCON Sevarabad temple. Right, so the date is frozen. The activities are going to be published. We are going to drive it. Most of us here. There will be a huge project plan. We did it in our software work. Here also we are going to do. There will be a project plan of what all activities, what all services have to be done. Unlike last time, we are going to do it very early on. So I request each devotees to come forward and take up services. I will tell you. We'll start the planning. We have to invite the who's and who's of the entire Hyderabad and Secunderabad, and we'll have to take up services of making them do the Bhumi Puja, connect the whole world to our Sevarabad temple. Prabhuji came there, and I took Prabhuji around the whole place, and Prabhuji said, if you all do this endeavor, Radha Rani will recommend your name to Sri Krishna. And so I'm so grateful for Prabhuji for giving this time, Shambhari Prabhu and family, Draupadi Rani Mataji and the whole family for making this arrangement for Prabhuji to come here. Let us once again thank His Grace Yugal Kishore Prabhu with 3 loud and enthusiastic Haribol! So we'll sing Damodar Arti. Prabhuji, can I request you to sing Damodar? We will repeat after you. So everybody just sit down. Let Prabhuji finish reading the Damodar prayers till the 8th prayer. As soon as Prabhuji starts Hare Krishna mantra, then we all can get up and offer the lamps. Okay? Hare Krishna. Rudanga, who's playing the Rudanga?
Namahishwaram Satchitanandharupam Yasakundalam Gokupdevajamanam
Namahishwaram Satchitanandharupam Yasakundalam Gokupdevajamanam
Adesitagneshu bhaktirjitatam Ila premakastam tadavritivam Deva moksham na moksham vadinga Nachanyam vinayam vade sadapriya Idam deva purnada gopala balam Idami manasya vira shantiman Idantim sambojan idhantalile Idantim tale snigdharat sagoka Moshamitam bimbharatadarambe Manasyavilashtam alam lakshadam Namo Deva Damodara Vishnu Prasida Prabodho Kandala Pimagam Namo Deva Damodara Vishnu
Hare Hari Hari
Hare Krishna. Today is the birthday of Haripriya Mataji's daughter, and we have a cake for her. Let us all chant 3 times Hare Krishna mantra for our daughter's good health, good progress, and good spiritual life. Lots of bhakti. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Bhakti. Please everybody honor Prashadam. Today is Ekadashi, special Ekadashi of Kartika Mas. Whoever wants to increase your rounds, this is the right time. Bhishma Panchaka is also happening. So whoever is thinking to go towards 16 rounds, now no need to think anymore. Now is the right time. So please come to the minimum of 16 rounds in this Kartika Mas and continue for the rest of the life. Hare Krishna, Hari Bol. And tomorrow program is in Green Grace from 6:30 to 8:30. 6 o'clock actually in the evening. So we will send the invite out, but still you can remember Green Grace in Kajaguda from 6:30 to 8:30. The program is there. Hare Krishna.